You're listening to the Prescott Night Out Entertainment Podcast featuring San Martin Rodriguez, brought to you by Arizona Pod News and enewsaz.com.
Hey, how you doing? It's me, San Martin, over here at the E-News studio, talking with my buddy Dan Shaw of Five in the Wheel. This is the P&O podcast. You'll be able to hear this live, or not live, but on Saturday on the Prescott E-News page. It's called Arizona Podcast. I don't know if you ever heard that, Dan, but I tell you what, man, that's what we do. We do a lot of podcasts. We talk about a few things. I'm actually on a couple podcasts where we talk about businesses, we talk about everything, but I'm Mr. Entertainment guy, so that's why I like it. And it's really cool that you hit me up this morning based off of entertainment, and a lot of people come together based off of entertainment in my life. The other day I did a little, an actual thing says, how many mutual friends do I have? Mm-hmm. And you could see the mutual friends going down the list, and people that I've known for a lot of years were like 50, 60, and the people that I've known for, since kind of like maybe Facebook evolved, mm-hmm. it was like 124, 160 mutual friends, and it was all because of music. But anyways, man, I just love how that brings people together. Tell us a little bit about yourself and what you do, either as a normal person to your entertainment self, because I've been sitting here and talking with you and learning a little bit about you. Give us a tease of what is going on in your world.
Okay. I'm Dan Shaw. I've got a band, a cover band that plays around Prescott called Five in the Wheel, and we play a lot of different stuff. We play both new country and then classic rock, but I typically try to describe the band as a dance band. As far as personally, I ride my Harley, I mountain bike, I'm a snowboarder, avid snowboarder, so scuba dive, travel a lot, so just
you sound like you're retired or something, man.
Yeah, pretty much. Been retired for a while, so yeah, I just kind of do my own thing, and the
something
band
to look forward to, man.
Yeah, the band actually takes more time than I would like it to, but
yeah,
but it's got kind of a mind of its own.
Yeah, being a part of a band, I am not a part of a band. I wish I was able to go ahead and play the guitar, because that is like my favorite instrument. Mm-hmm. But to book bands and put people here locally in Prescott is one of my favorite all-time pastimes. Right. Being born and raised here, I always used to say, there's nothing to do here. And then all of a sudden, I had the opportunity to create things to do here. And look at me now. I'm just like, oh, let's do this, let's do that. And now I'm running an all-entertainment website where I get to cover all the entertainment based off of, being non-biased towards any kind of genre. So what genre of music do you guys play?
Well, we're country western, and then a new country western is how I like to define that. Little Big Town, Lady Antebellum, John Party, things like that. Newer Brothers Osborne. It's very new, very cutting edge country. It's not your old style Hank Williams kind of music. It's danceable, very danceable, and we have a large following that they like to dance. There's a big population in Prescott that they actually go out and they take lessons. They learn how to two-step. They learn the Western swing. They learn all these different things, and it's just fun for us because we get to play and watch these people dance, and it's so cool because I can't dance at all. So,
Yeah, there was a song back in the days, and it was quote unquote, "Gangsters don't dance, we boogie." Not saying you're a gangster or anything, but man, I tell you what, if you could just shake your head or shake your little head or whatever, I think that will count as a dance move.
We do a lot of the line dancing. Oh, see some of those kids do line dancing and stuff. We were a Prescott Rodeo band last summer, and there had to have been 300 kids out there on the floor during family night for the Prescott Rodeo dance that were doing line dancing.
Yeah.
When we played a certain song, and then we'll play that song down at Matt's, and that whole dance floor picks up down there at Matt's.
Yeah,
and
all of a sudden it's like tuned in, and they're like, "This is what I'm going to
do." They're doing
right
this
now.
line dance. You just see them run out for the floor as soon as you start that song, and they just start dancing. It's so much fun. It's fun to do that,
I've seen a few videos of swing dancing.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, holy, they're
so good.
I like that stuff. That's pretty entertaining to go ahead and see people getting flipped around, twirled around. I mean, I don't know how good that is while you're drinking, but they make it look really, really good.
Honestly, a lot of the dancers, we've got quite a few of those really top-notch dancers in Prescott, and we get followed by quite a few of them. Some of those people have won awards statewide. I mean, they're very, very good. We have some really good dancers up here. But they do that country swing, and, it's just amazing to watch them do that. And it's just so much fun. We introduced 4 new waltzes this year into our set list because we have people that waltz. And it's just amazing. I mean, it's fun. But, I mean, you have to – and musicians don't really typically do stuff in 3/4. Which is a waltz, and it's a slow 3/4. So you have to, I get on Google, and Nick and I and Becky will research stuff to find, a song like Amanda that was just redone by Chris Stapleton. He and his wife did a great version of Amanda, which is an old country tune. We do another one by him called The Devil Named Music, which is a Chris Stapleton, again, a 3/4 waltz. So we specifically look for these songs that fit the types of dances that our crowd does.
That is awesome. I mean, dancing in general does really make people feel good. I've noticed it. A lot of females are just like, I'm just going to go out and dance. Where are you going to go to dance? I don't know. I'm just going to find some music and I'm going to dance. Mm-hmm. And it doesn't matter what it is, what's going on out there. They just want to dance. So to have a band like that, it must be a real big crowd pleaser.
It's fun to see. And, that really is our crowd. They're the dancers. They come out to dance, and it's a form of exercise while at the same time they're having fun. What else are you
going to the next day? I'm sore. Why am I sore?
Yeah.
Well, because you got twirled around. So, what I do on the podcast on Prescott E News in the Prescott E News studio on the P&O podcast. Holy moly, that's a lot. Is I talk about events. So I know we discussed this before. Do you have any events coming up that you want to go ahead and plug in right now that's here locally or even in the state of Arizona?
Well, we're actually getting ready to go down to Superstition Skies, which is in East Mesa, Apache Junction. We'll be down there the 11th and 12th, which is not this weekend but the following weekend. It's a great country venue, so we'll be down there playing. We've got a lot of fans in the East Valley, so it'll be a fun time for us, because we get to see them again. Then we'll be back.
And it's warmer down there.
Yeah, exactly.
Just a little, though.
The weekend after that, and I don't remember exactly the dates, we'll be at Sidekicks. And that'll be interesting because we're going to play a Friday and Saturday night at Sidekicks. And Sidekicks does a Friday night rock and a Saturday night country. So you will see 2 different Five in the Wheels because, as you know, we play both Matt's and the Birdcage.
Yeah.
So you'll see us do a totally rock night on Friday, and then we'll turn around and we'll play all of our country on Saturday night.
Does the attire change from 2 different styles?
Typically.
Do you wear tennis shoes one day? Do you wear boots the next day?
I've got a lady out at the boot barn that keeps me in hats. So she is my advisor on cowboy hats.
Nice.
So typically when we go country, I'll put on a cowboy hat. Yeah,
that works, man. I've never really put on a cowboy hat. Never really put on cowboy boots. And I'm, being here in Prescott, Arizona, I feel like I'm a little bit of a country boy, but I really love being in my just normal, kicks. Just recently, I'm always dressed up now, so I'm always in my dress shoes, which, I do miss my Chucks, my all-star Chucks, man.
I got to tell you, though, I'm a big country boot fan, have been for years. If you buy some good ones.
Comfortable.
They are as comfortable as tennis shoes.
And I actually did go to the boot barn one year to go ahead and pick up some work boots. And I swear walking on those is like sponges and stuff.
Yeah.
Anyways, so we are going into this new weekend in the new year of 2019. We just freaking accomplished the 2018. And I am excited because I don't like taking breaks. I don't even know what breaks are in general because I'm just like, no breaks. And the only reason why I'm like that is because I am so wanting to just make things happen. And plus, I'm also looking to get retired here shortly like you, so I can go ride my bike and go ride my snowboard. I mean, I'm not really a snowboard guy. I'm not really a snow guy in general.
Yeah.
But, I would like to go travel and do some things. So I'm trying to work as hard as I can possibly now so I could go ahead and, make something in the future. But this weekend is supposed to be some of the coolest things that I probably will never do, but I'm thinking of doing it. And it's called the Polar Bear Splash.
Oh, that's nuts.
So Mountain
I don't
Valley,
know how those guys do it. I've
know
seen the
what they're
pictures, but
doing,
yeah,
man.
Prescott Valley.
Yeah, Prescott Valley's doing it this weekend on Saturday. And I'm like, I don't know, man. People are like, let's go do it. And I'm just like, I might just do it just for the sake of the cause. I'm just like, let's go. And I don't know. I probably shouldn't say that because people will probably entice me and then what do they call it? Dare me to do it. And I'm just like, anything for publicity.
I gotta tell you, I've lived in Prescott for 25 years, and the band plays in Prescott. We're largely from Prescott, but we play in Prescott Valley as well. Prescott Valley is so much fun.
Yeah.
Those people are just a blast, and that's why we do a lot of stuff out in Prescott Valley. We're usually there for the fireworks show every year. And,
nice.
We play outdoors for the city there, and sidekicks, and the people in Prescott Valley are so much fun.
Yeah, it's a really diverse community out there. I wish they had like a community area, kind of like downtown Prescott has, where there's venues all over the place. Which there's a lot of good venues out there in Prescott Valley, and one of them being Prescott Valley Event Center. One day I hope to see you there, doing some big show, sold out crowd, 5,000 people. Man, that is pretty cool.
Well, we've done some shows there, but we've not had that kind of crowd. Yeah, no.
Well, sooner or later, man, life is always turning for the better. Hopefully we could go ahead and make some things happen this year that you'll be able to be a part of. The other thing that's going on this weekend, I know it's not a part of Prescott, but she is a part of Prescott. Her name is Annika Barbados, I think it is, or... Oh, sorry if I crunched that name. I'm sorry, Annika. Annika is Miss Prescott, Arizona.
Oh, cool.
And she's going down to compete for Miss Arizona.
Okay.
This weekend, and so I'm kind of rooting for her. Today she's going to be here at the Prescott E-News office to do an interview, so we could go ahead and do a nice piece on her for the Prescott E-News news.
Sure.
So that's going on this weekend. So if you guys are out there today, go vote for her, go support her, go follow her.
Oh, absolutely.
And let's see Miss Prescott become Miss Arizona. Like, why wouldn't we want to do that? That sounds like the most fun.
Exactly.
And so this past weekend was New Year's, and there was a lot of things that happened, and the biggest one was the freaking snow. Okay, so I'm going to go back a little bit, but the Prescott snow comes every once in a while, but for some reason there was a good deal of not so good drivers going on here, and our roads were a little bit trashed. This I don't know what was going on, but a lot of roads weren't getting done as far as helping, the community get to their places from point A to point B. And the thing was that I was sitting outside the house, and everybody was sliding down this hill, and it was the most exciting thing that I've ever been a part of. And I was like, I don't even know if the boot drop is going to freaking entice me as far as excitement. And so I was sitting there out all day, and I watched probably like 10 accidents happen. People sliding down the hill backwards, people sliding down the hill forwards, and they're not just the person. They're sliding down the hill with the truck and the car. And it was like bullets just flying down. And so anyways, that was kind of like my excitement. And I was also supposed to go to a masquerade, but we canceled that based off of the
Now
safety.
that's this weekend, isn't it?
It is now going up this weekend on Saturday. They postponed it to this weekend on Saturday night. So hopefully it's going to still have the amount of crowd. It was a sold out, about 65, 70 people, I think, was going to attend. And, I like new diverse events and stuff. So this is going to be one of those things where it's just like, whoa, this is kind of cool. So Fusion of Movements put one of those things on this weekend, which is pretty awesome. I'm going to be, I'm pretty sure I'm still going to it. Me in entertainment, I'm just like, oh, I want to go here, I want to go here, I want to go here, and the next thing you know it, I just don't do nothing, and I sit at home. I'm such a donkey at that level.
Well, the Snowmageddon really hit us.
He says Snowmageddon,
And it was crazy. We do a big show every year for New Year's. We've been doing it for like 5 years up at the Prescott Resort, and of course that's a steep hill to get up and covered with snow. And we still managed to have quite a few people up there, but I think most of them were staying at the hotel. They'd come from, the valley or from California, so they were excited to see snow.
Yeah, nice.
But yeah, the Prescottonians pretty much stayed in because that was a lot more snow than we were expecting.
Yeah, and it lasted longer than it was expected. So I think that's another reason why the city kind of like, said, hey, don't worry, it's going to go ahead and stop snowing, and we'll go ahead and get out there with our plows, and everything will be just fine. In the next hour, it's just going to go ahead and, be cleared like it usually is. But the temperature hasn't broke since that day. I think we're still in the 20s. I don't know if we're going to probably hit 30 degrees maybe, but it's freezing here, man. So
supposed to be no more snow on Sunday.
Yeah, it's supposed to come in. That's right. So we all got to get ready for that. What are you doing this weekend? What is your plans?
We're just hanging out. The band's getting ready to play, so we've introduced a lot of new songs. We've got a lot of new events we're going to do this year. We're going to be out in Baghdad. We love Baghdad. Talk about a party town. That is just a fun place. So we're going to do they've got this rock climbing event that they do out there with these big rock climber vehicles.
Oh, okay.
And so we played that. We played that last year, and we're going to play that again this year. And then I think that's in March, and they've got there's a big Harley thing with a poker run, so we're going to go up there and play that in Baghdad. We're doing, we'll be at the rodeo dance again this year. We'll be at the Sun City West again this year. Just a lot of stuff. Back at the Birdcage, back at Sidekicks. All the usual places that people see us. So
nice. And the best part about entertainment, once again, is bringing people together. Mm-hmm. Do you have like a favorite moment of wherever it may be that is just stuck in your head as far as being on the stage and playing and having people out there in the crowd dancing, doing their thing? Do you have a special moment that just sticks out in your head?
It's for me, the whole, and really for the band, because we talk about this all the time, but for us, it's bringing joy and fun to the people that are there. So, special moments for me, my dad coming to hear us, he's 83, coming to hear the band and loving us.
That's a good thing.
Yeah, and my brother and his wife, they follow us, and they've got friends that come up to Prescott and follow us. So those are favorite moments. The band, as a band, we've decided that we do several things each year for Prescott. We do the Firefighter Angel Foundation. We're going to do the car show again this year in May, and those are things that we donate our time and our money towards. So we do those things for free because we're all part of Prescott Valley, and we like to do things for organizations locally. So we try to find some special things. We've done some stuff for the 19 in the past, the firefighters organizations. So
nice,
that kind of stuff. Yeah,
that's awesome. I tend to get on stage whenever I do my own shows and stuff, and it's I don't know if I'm scared or I don't know what it is, man, but my heart rate starts going up and my excitement starts going up, and I'm just up there and I'm just like, this is crazy, this is cool. And I think they call it a dopamines now. My dopamines get filled. Oh, yeah. My dopamines get filled up there. So going into the weekend, today is actually Thursday. This will be aired on Saturday. Do you do any kind of things like in Prescott as far as like, just going out? Like a Friday, Saturday, or you just enjoy Prescott in the whole as whole?
We, it depends upon what's going on. We'll, my wife and I'll go out to dinner, or we'll go out to catch a movie. We did a movie day over the holidays, where we just went to like 3 movies in a day. We wanted to catch up on all the new movies.
Jeez.
So, we'll do that. I'll go out to hear bands when we're not playing. So this weekend I'm off, so I'm checking out to see who's playing where. I think My buddies with the Cheek Tones are going to be over at the Raven, and I think I believe Drew and Anton, who are friends of mine, they're going over to Sedona to play. So yeah, some different. I'll go check out friends of ours, hear them play, and sometimes I'll go out. The Pings are real good friends of mine, and
I've heard about them.
They do an open mic. Oh man, they are great. They'll hate me for saying this, but they're one of the best bluegrass bands I've ever heard.
Oh, they might have been over at Granite Mountain Brewery this past week.
Might have been. They were there for Acker. They were at Granite Mountain Brewery for Acker.
Okay, so is it two ladies?
No.
Okay.
No. Ping Brothers are Doug
brothers,
and Frank.
They're brothers.
Yeah. And they play on Sundays. They do an open mic on Sundays over at Thumb Butte Distillery. But sometimes I'll pop in over there and do a little something with them. And Doug and I kind of have a couple songs we like to do together. So
that's cool.
Yeah, sometimes I'll just pop in on an open mic and
having that friendship or brotherhood or even family of entertainers. It's a pretty big thing, and once again, it brings people together.
There's
amazing.
So much musical talent in Prescott, and there's a lot of guys like Drew Hall is a friend of mine. He has done so much for the music with the youth in this town, which I like to see because the schools have really backed off of music, and it's nice to see guys like Drew, really pushing and helping these young kids get involved in music and getting out to play. So yeah, he does. There's a lot of that going on. So we've got young musicians, we've got old musicians, all over. Every genre you could think of is out there. We've got fantastic jazz musicians in Prescott.
Yep. There's a variety of good music in town. Mm-hmm. If there was a favorite, don't want to put you on the spot, but if there's a favorite, you can go ahead and say I like them all. You're more than welcome to. But do you have a favorite band? I know that you're your own band, but you can even state your name.
It's tough. I don't have a favorite band. My favorite band, my wife and I used to love to go hear Kenny and Filibuster.
Okay, yeah. Kenny I haven't seen Kenny on stage for. He does little inserts here and there, but I haven't seen him on stage or even promoting Filibuster.
Yeah, and that was one of our favorite bands to hear. It's just everybody's different, I love the Cheek Tones. They do their thing. It's very different from what we do. So many of the bands are just very different. Little Larry is just, top notch. And
you'd be like, man, is that the radio playing? And nope, it's Little Larry, man.
Oh, yeah.
Singing those tunes.
Yeah, Nick Canuel, just great. His father, Joe, played guitar for us when we started out. He's a great guitarist. A lot of fun. And who's up at, is Larry up at the Jersey Lily this weekend?
I think it was McDougal. I don't have that up right now.
Okay.
I think it's something. I forgot. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay.
my calendar in my brain is not working right now. It needs to be recharged.
No problem. I always look on Facebook.
I think it was something McDougal. Yep. I'm a little bit off. We'll figure that out.
Oh, okay.
We actually send out a newsletter every week.
Sure.
From Prescott E-News, also from Prescott Night Out. And we have a calendar of events on Prescott Night Out on Facebook that everybody could go ahead and look into to see where they want to go. And we try to cover everything. So there's a piece and a place for everybody. So if you guys want to get out there, whether it be drunken fun, sober fun, family fun, you can find that all at Prescott Night Out. I don't like to go ahead and carry on these podcasts because I'm just like, man, I don't even like to hear myself talk sometimes. Unless it's a good conversation about... I don't know. Sometimes I just like talking about food. So if there's no food involved right now, we're going to go ahead and say our buys. Do you have like a thing that you do at the end of your set? Do you guys like get up there and just like throw your stick out? What instrument do you play? I never got that part.
That's a great question. Because over the night, we have 3 lead vocalists, Nick, Becky, and I. So we all take turns singing songs. But then during the course of an evening, I play acoustic guitar, electric guitar, banjo, mandolin, and keyboards, and sometimes saxophone.
Okay, so do you, at the end of your set, go out with one of your guitars and smash it on the ground like a?
Did that when I was young.
Then you realized that was expensive.
I
You're like,
destroyed
no.
a Vox Phantom when I was young, which is now a
No.
several $1,000 guitar. Yeah. But honestly, I hated the guitar when I was a kid, though. So, I destroyed a couple of guitars. We don't do that anymore now. No.
I mean, just for the fun of it, I just like go out there and buy a very inexpensive guitar and just do it just for once, and then say, "Hey, Martine, I'm going to break a guitar tonight. You got to come through." And I'm like, "I'm there, man. I just want to see this happen." But anyways, I'm going to sign off today. Once again, you will be able to go ahead and hear the podcast from Prescott Night Out every. I think we air it every Saturday on Prescott E-News, and it's also on iTunes, so you can go ahead and find it there. And it's shareable, so if you guys want to see that, you could also see it in the Prescott E-News newsletter. So, yeah, join up, guys. Come
and
check us out.
please check out our band, Five in the Wheel is the name of the band. It's the number 5 in the wheel. It's an old gunslinger term for 5 bullets in a revolver.
Yes.
But
that's
we're on Facebook. We've got a web page as well. So
I'll put it in the link.
Just check it out. And we do post on Prescott Nightlife, too, when we're up there. And also, you mentioned that family thing, too. We typically, when we put it out, we'll also tell you if it's family-friendly event that we're playing.
Which is good because a lot of people, have families here, and then they're just like, well,
to see the kids out there dancing.
Yeah, the kids are the ones that like to get the crowd started.
Oh, yeah, they're
It'll
fun.
get everybody smiling, get everybody laughing, then all of a sudden everybody's joining them. So
Exactly.
I like the youth, man. They're freaking energetic, and if I could act like a youth at this age without anybody thinking I'm crazy, I probably would. I probably would, but everybody would be like, man, that guy's crazy. And all I am is just trying to be youthful. And sometimes as you get older, you can't be doing that stuff. They'll think you're crazy. But anyways, we're signing off here from Prescott Night Out here at the Prescott E-News office. Don't forget to follow us. Don't forget to go ahead and like Five in the Wheel. It's here locally. I'll put it in the link. And yeah, peace, love, and happiness. Let it not be war. Thank you, guys.
Take care.